What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk again about Michael B. Jordan, but it's going to be from the perspective of Marjorie Harvey. Marjorie Harvey is the mother of Lori Harvey, and she's taken issue with, just like Steve has, and I'm going to get to Steve in a minute, she's taken issue, I believe, with the criticism that Lori is getting. I don't think that any of it is has no validity to it. I think they all have validity to it. Here you have a 25-year-old female who thinks she's going to be 25 forever, and she's dating all these guys in the industry, and everybody thinks that's cool, right? But you got to understand, dating a future is like dating 100 dudes because of the amount of women and energies he's had in his life. Look at Diddy. I mean, I believe she even dated Diddy's son. I mean, but nobody wants to call out this behavior. Everybody wants to make it seem like she's a victim. Now they're trying to make her into a victim. Why are you talking about her? That's her business. But we, as the public, because y'all worship celebrities, I don't. That's why I can criticize them. Y'all get mad when I criticize them. But here you have a female who is just 25, and look at the amount of guys in the industry she's been with. You see how she tried to sneak and get with Trey Songz, and she got caught? Y'all remember when she was trying to hide in the car? We ain't forgot that. Y'all want to forget that, but I haven't forgot that. And they're trying to turn her into a victim. She's a 25, she's a grown woman. She can do whatever she want to do. Well, there are going to be people that are going to be critical of that. Here you have a female who you would think, you know, I'm ready to get serious, but she's not ready to get serious with Michael B. Jordan. Okay, so why do you date Michael B. Jordan? Because you should know that he's going to want a serious relationship. 35. You should know that, but you dated him anyway. Did you think he just wanted to have some fun? Maybe he did at first. But being around you, maybe he felt like he was ready to have a serious relationship with you, because in his mind, and Michael B. Jordan is like the majority of guys out here. The majority of guys out here, majority of these males, think that they can make these women into wives. Like, they really think they can wine and dine these women, and then somehow these women are gonna want marriage and want family. You guys are delusional. As much as I like Michael B. Jordan as an actor, what he has done in his career, he was delusional. Because he thought that he could wife her up. But bro, she not looking for that. She's looking to squeeze as much juice out of herself as possible before she settles down. And and her mother promotes that. Her mother's okay with it because that's what she did before she got with Steve Harvey. Okay? Look at the dude she was dealing with before she got with Steve. And I have no doubt that she has been a driving force as to why she is the way she is. Now let me get to Steve Harvey real quick. Now, Steve Harvey had some things to say, but I want to get to something he posted on Twitter. Before I get to Marjorie and I go circle back to what he had to say on his show. Steve Harvey put this on Twitter, and I reposted it on my Twitter. He says, "Love yourself, my G." This was right after the news went out. I truly believe that Michael B. Jordan's team put that news out there. And that prompted Lori Harvey to delete all his pictures off her social media. She might have done it before then. Any trace of him, which shows you how much she really cared about. She didn't care about him that much. He was just a means to an end like the rest of these guys were. And then Steve Harvey puts this on social media. "Love yourself, my G." Now, who y'all think he's talking to? This ain't a random post. He's doing this because he knows that his daughter is not wife material. Y'all can say whatever you want, she's not. When a woman goes from dating a son to the father, I'm sorry. That's not a woman who's looking to be wife material. And people are going to say whatever they want to, but they know that's the truth. Now, some people are going to say it's alleged, Jay. We don't know if she was dating Justin Combs, but you can do the research and you can interpret it any way you want to interpret it. Now, here's a post according to E! Online. This is what Marjorie Harvey, the mother of Lori Harvey, had to say. It says, 2 days after news surfaced that Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan had split, her mom, Marjorie, shared a shady message that seemingly supported her daughter. On June 6th, the 57-year-old fashionista who was married to Steve Harvey shared a cryptic video message from actress Jennifer Lewis on her Instagram stories 2 days after news surfaced that her daughter Lori had split from Michael B. Jordan after more than a year of dating. You sit and shit too long, it stops smelling, Jennifer said in the 6-second clip. So come the F out of there. While it's not confirmed what she's referring to, Marjorie repost comes just days after news broke that Lori and Michael, who began dating in November of 2020, had called it quits. People first reported the news on June 4th and quoted a source close to the couple as saying that Michael and Lori are both completely heartbroken and still love each other. Well, it don't seem like it because she deleted all the posts of them together. She's distancing herself. That don't seem like heartbreak to me. It seemed like somebody that has moved on. But again, sources are going to be sources. And back to what Marjorie posted. What is she, listen, I'm not one of these people that's a conspiracy theorist. I'm not one of these people that likes to put things on people that's not true. I read up on what's going on and I interpret it the way I interpret it. And a lot of times I end up being right. There's some times that I'm not 100% right on, right? But most times I can read what's going on properly and can make the proper assessment. What she's basically saying is that her daughter at some point wasn't happy with Michael B. Jordan and preferred to leave instead of being in a situation where she was going to become more and more unhappy. That's what it seemed like to me. I think Michael B. Jordan was more than happy to date her, be with her, maybe even marry her, but that's not what she wants. And again, she learned from her mother. Go look at her mother's past. Now, she didn't date a bunch of industry guys, but she wasn't dating some of the greatest people, And I think that Marjorie wants her daughter to, I guess, have as much fun as possible. But you got to understand, Marjorie, times have changed. Your daughter's not going to be able to get a Steve Harvey like you did. And I think you should tell your daughter that instead of allowing her to make this mistake, because that's what it's going to become. It's going to become a mistake. Now, let's see. However, being heartbroken didn't stop the Creed actor from stepping out in public. The following day, he was spotted with rapper Cordae for Game 2 of the 2022 NBA Finals in San Francisco, California. An eyewitness told E! News Michael B. Jordan went right to his seat upon arrival. He didn't do much cheering. He wasn't his usual excited self tonight. Though Lori deleted all traces of Michael from her social media, she seemed unbothered as she shared sexy nude selfies on her Instagram stories on June 6th. The photos showed her rocking a cream-colored crop top and a long leopard print skirt while celebrating friends' baby shower. Of course, she's been taught to move on, to not dwell. Steve also showed support for his stepdaughter by sharing a meme on his Twitter account reading, "Sometimes we need to thank God for what didn't happen." Family Feud host also confirmed Lori's breakup with the Black Panther actor on his morning radio show June 6th, saying that he was Team Lori 1000%. This is what he put. Sometimes we thank God for what didn't happen. So what are you trying to say, Steve? Are you trying to say that Michael B. Jordan is the toxic one? That, I'm telling you, she wasn't happy with him because he's not dysfunctional. Most Western women of today, these Gen Z women, these millennial women, they like their men toxic. All right? They like their men to have a lot of flaws. Michael B. Jordan doesn't have a lot of flaws. That's why it was difficult for her. But eventually he's going to move on. Eventually he's going to have the life he wants to have. And eventually Lori's going to be one of those women that's going to be in her 30s and 40s, still looking good for her age, out here still trying to find the right one. Now, again, I could be wrong. I'm not rooting for her to fail or anything, but I understand how society is now. It's not the same where these women can play around and still get the men they exactly want when they're ready to settle down. That's why they attack men who call out their behavior. They attack men who call out their behavior because they don't want the men that they want when they're ran through to not see them as viable options. But see, that's the gift and the curse of social media. The gift for social media has given these women the amount of attention that 10, 15 years ago they never would have had. But the curse is that men are waking up. And listen, Michael B. Jordan may become a savage after this. You know, Michael B. Jordan is not going to take a lot of these heifers seriously anymore. And I'm glad he doesn't. Listen, and I said at the end of my video, like my first video about their breakup, I said Michael B. Jordan should just go and date whomever he wants to date. If it's a non-black woman, Becky, go and date who you want to date. Do not allow the shaming of these melanated women, because that did happen, to keep you from not being happy. Choose happiness above the shaming. But I think Michael B. Jordan, again, he's going to be all right. The guy's very successful. He's in the prime of his career. She's the one who's going to get older and is going to have to find ways of being relevant. See, she's relevant now, but you're only as relevant as the men that you date. And trust me, I don't care who she gets with. It's only downhill from here. Now I'm hearing that she's being flirtatious with Jack Harlow. You talk about a step down, okay? You talk about a regression, man. Like, I'm telling you, there's rumors that she is getting flirted with Jack Harlow. That is a major step down. That is a major regression. Because like I tell you right now, it's only downhill from here. And if she chooses to date Jake Harlow, it is what it is. I'm not going to care. I'm not going to make videos on it. I'm going to make fun of it because, you know, the same women who are her fans are going to be rooting for this. Even though they're going to get mad at Michael B. Jordan when he eventually starts dating Latinas and Beckys and all that, you know, and is 2 or 3 times happier with them than she will, because the regression is only going to go downhill from here. I don't care who she dates. This was the best chance she had at being with somebody that actually wanted to be with her. Now the only type of men that's going to deal with her are men that's just going to want to smash. She's basically just going to be a trophy for these guys. But see, these women think they're smarter than they really are. But let's see if Marjorie has taught her well enough to avoid those pitfalls. I don't think so. But that's, you know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like the video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll see y'all next one.